Are you looking for something boozy to cure your cold? Curious about what people around the world drink for their colds? Well, you've come to the right place. So grab that box of tissues and stick around. Just kidding. I'm not really sick, but I was when I came up with the idea for this episode. So let's get started on our boozy cures for the cold. All right, welcome to Historically Drinking, by the way. If you like this sort of content, recipes for drinks and history surrounding them, then please hit the subscribe button below. Okay, so if you are from the United States or the UK, then you're probably most familiar with our very common drink that's not only an enjoyable cocktail but also a pretty common cold cure, the hot toddy. I've made a hot toddy for another episode, so I wanted to do something different for this. So what I'm making today is an easy to make Jamaican cold remedy. All right, let's get started on it. So first, we have 2 cloves of garlic, and we're just going to muddle these right in the glass. Now, I designed the making of this recipe, the preparation of this recipe, so that I could easily do it right from bed. But you could have all of this prepared ahead of time and, get a little bit fancier with it. All right, there we go. So there's the crushed ginger. Next, we're going to add, that's the crushed garlic. Next, I'm going to add some ginger. So I took a piece of ginger about this size, about a finger of ginger, and I peeled it and cut it into slices. So I'm going to put those slices in here. Now I'm gonna break these up. I'm gonna muddle them really well in with that garlic. Okay, there we go. There's that. Oh. Okay, and next I have 2 whole limes that I cut in half. We're gonna juice all of this into the glass. Okay, last one. Yes, okay. Beautiful. Now to this, we're going to add our booze. Now, you can make this recipe booze-free if you want. You don't have to add the rum that I'm about to put in. You can just drink it the way it is. But we are here to talk about boozy cold remedies. So, here we go. So I'm using Jamaican rum. This is actually a blend of Jamaican and Guyanese rum. It's Hamilton 114 proof, so it's a high proof, mostly Jamaican rum. It's really fantastic. Works really great in cocktails. And really has a ton of flavor, which this drink needs because ginger, garlic, the lime, there's a lot of flavor going on that this has to compete with. So to this, I'm adding a cup of boiling hot water. I boiled this right before I hit play on the video. So I'm going to pour that right in. There we go. And I'm just going to stir that up. Now, I want to let this steep for a moment. So, because I'm worried it's going to spill on my bed tray, I'm going to put it over here on my bedside table. And I'm just going to let that steep for a moment while we talk about these boozy remedies, and then we'll come back to it and taste it and see how it is. All right, so home remedies for the cold that involve alcohol have been around for as long as we have been drinking alcohol. There are very old recipes for the cold that are put in beer. And they are all over the world. Every corner of the world has some of these boozy homemade cold cures. Some examples. In Korea, a popular remedy is to put chili powder into shoju. Now, if you don't know what shoju is, it's a distilled beverage. It's a spirit that is the most popular distilled beverage in the East. So in Asia, vodka is our most popular distilled beverage. In China, Korea, that part of the world, it's shoju. So they put a little bit of chili powder in their shoju. In Russia, they put garlic cloves into their vodka and drink that. During the 1918 flu pandemic, in Mexico, supposedly doctors were prescribing shots of tequila with salt and lime to cure the flu. Now, although I found this referenced all over the place, I couldn't really find anything that I felt was a reliable source for this, so who knows if it's really true, but it's a really good story because, as it said, this actually is where we got the whole practice of taking salt and lime with our tequila shots. You know what? In Mexico, they don't so much do that. They drink their tequila without salt and lime. They want to taste the tequila. But if anybody has any more in-depth information about that, I would love to read it. Now, what I do know for sure, because it came straight from the mouth of a friend of mine from Mexico, thank you, Rafa, is that in Mexico they put hot pepper in tequila, and they drink that to cure their cold. I have also had a friend from Russia tell me that they would also put hot pepper in vodka to cure their colds. And hot pepper really makes sense in a lot of ways, right? Because it opens up your sinuses. So drinking something with hot pepper makes sense when you're sick. Also, all of the ingredients that are in our Jamaican cold remedy, they all make sense as well. Garlic may have antimicrobial and antiviral properties, and it has been used for time immemorial all around the world as a cold cure, both with booze, without booze. And then ginger, also same deal. It's an herbal remedy that has been used for ages and ages and ages and all over the place. And it reduces inflammation, which also makes a ton of sense when you're sick and is antiviral as well. And then, of course, our limes. So citrus fruit, limes, lemons, oranges, grapefruit are all a great source of vitamin C. And vitamin C is something that your immune system needs to function properly. And then, of course, honey, which I forgot. So I'm going to go get it. I got it. So honey, of course, it soothes the throat. It soothes a sore throat. It also calms coughs. Now, the alcohol portion of the cocktail, of the remedy, well, it's a bit of a mixed bag because alcohol, of course, really dehydrates you. And when you're sick, you're already dehydrated. So maybe that's not such a good thing. But it also dilutes blood vessels, which may make it easier for mucous membranes to deal with the infection. And what else does the alcohol do? It helps you sleep. A small quantity of alcohol really helps you get in a little snooze. And I can tell you that when I tested this recipe, about 10 minutes after I finished drinking the drink, I was knocked out. I had to come into this bed and take a nap. And I wasn't even sick anymore. So alcohol's good for that. All right, let's try it. Okay, first we need to add our honey. So the recipe calls for 3 teaspoons of honey because, of course, I also forgot my teaspoon. We're gonna roughly measure it. I think about 2 of these little guys should be about 3 actual teaspoons. You know what's great too for your cold is the steam that comes off of this drink. It helps loosen up all that gross mucus that's stuck up in your sinuses. Okay. All right. It smells good. Okay. Let's try it. It's really enjoyable to drink. It's not a cocktail that I would order at a bar, but as far as a cold remedy goes, this is the bomb. You can taste everything that's in it. The garlic, the ginger, the rum, the citrus. And it feels healthy. Like it really does. It feels like it's doing something good right away. All right. Success. Well, cheers. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Historically Drinking. Again, if you liked it, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button right down below there. And then you can watch some more fun content like this. All right? I'll see you next time. Bye.